Hi, my name is Lynn, and today I am going to talk about helpful mnemonics for learning bones that would be used for anatomy. So, for the levels of spinal column, we have the phrase colorful Tarzan loves shrunken cheetah. C is for cervical, T for thoracic, L for lumbar, S for sacral, and C for coccyx. So our skulls has 6 cranial bones that form the cranial vault. We don't want to confuse them with the facial bones, so we can remember them with the phrase pest of 6. Each letter stands for a cranial bone, and the number 6 reminds us that there are 6 of them. P stands for parietal bone, E for ethmoid bone, S for sphenoid bone, T for temporal bone, O for occipital bone, and F for frontal bone. Our face is formed by 8 facial bones. The phrase that we can use to remember them is vampires cannot make my pet zebra laugh. V for vomer, C for conchae, N for nasal bone, M for maxilla, M for mandible, P for palatine bone, Z for zygomatic bone, and L for lacrimal bone. So for bones of the upper limb, we can use the phrase Spider-Man chanted happily unless round cats meowed pitifully. S for scapula, C for clavicle, H for humerus, U for ulna, R for radius, C for carpal bones, M for metacarpals, and P for phalanges. So we have 8 carpal bones that form the wrists. They are arranged in 2 rows with 4 bones in each row. The phrase that we can use to help remember them is so long to pinky, here comes the thumb. The bold letter stands for each carpal bones. The first 4 forms the proximal row starting from the lateral side to the medial side. The second group makes up the distal row, which starts laterally and go to medially. S for scaphoid, L for lunate, T for triquetrum, P for pisiform, T for trapezium, T for trapezoid, C for capitate, and H for hamate. So for tarsal bones, we have the phrase, the circus needs more interesting little clowns. The order here is from superior to inferior, medial to lateral, and is for the right foot. T for talus, C for calcaneus, N for navicular, M for medial cuneiform, I for intermediate cuneiform, L for lateral cuneiform, and C for cuboid. So for the elbow joint, to remember which end is the radius versus ulna, we have crazy tulips, capitulum is radius, and trochlea is ulnar. And to tell between the tibia and the fibula, which one is lateral, we have the fibula is lateral. For our wrist, to tell which side is radial versus ulnar, make a fist with your thumb up in the air and say rad. Your thumb is now pointing to your radius. And that is all I have. Good luck with your studying.